You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
What a big night tonight for Jace Harper, Keegan Garrison, Gavin Morris, Jackson Abbott, Seth Rounds, Dylan Zitko, and Chase Ayton, our 7 seniors. Yeah, we honor tonight on a senior day, and what better way to honor them than to get a W in the win column.
Yeah, and that leads us to our leadoff batter now, Peyton Lear. I'm sure he's been soaking up all that knowledge from those seniors. That's to be able to play varsity as a freshman. That's a pretty big deal. I never got to.
That is a big deal. I mean, when you look at across the landscape, and this is not some Rudy Poo program. This is a really fine baseball program that we have here. And if you have a freshman that's starting some games and getting major playing time, boy, the future's bright as he smashes one down the third base line as these right-handed batters, like I said, trying to stay back as hard as they can.
You know, the thing about Peyton, I know most of our viewers might know he's my nephew, but I've never seen a work ethic like his. He'll go and work out after let's say the game got rained out against who was that last week? Sullivan, I believe it was. Yeah, his uncle sent me a text and said, "This is why I hope for big things for him." He was walking to the gym at 8:30 in the parking lot. And Peyton's seeing firsthand, this pitcher's a little bit slower. You got to wait. You got to have an approach where you're trying to take the ball to right center because that's the third one he's fouled almost to the dugout over there by the Northview Knights.
Peyton in the very front of the batter's box. I mean, this is front as front could be. As he pokes one out there in left field and collects a single. Great job to start things off here in the second inning. Both the innings, the Northview Knights, the leadoff batter reaches by way of a single.
Yeah, that was all arms right there. He lost his backside and reached out for it and yanked it. So I know he did a great job of hitting there, but with some quicker pitchers, he's going to struggle pulling that outside pitch like that.
Keegan Garrison in the batter's box. First two, I would throw over. There you go.
I was going to say, you called that one.
Yeah, you got to do that. First two, every base runner that's reached thus far has stolen the first pitch. You got to throw over. And Lear does not go. But I like the idea for Smithers and for Coach McKeon to hey, change that thing up. Throw over. Hey, we're watching you. Garrison, the right fielder. And another throw over.
They're going to need to do that to be successful and keep these Northview Knights off, out of scoring position.
That's right. Infield has done a pretty good job. Way late on that one. He tried to stay back. He was in the late.
Yeah, I think he had a little trouble making up his mind if he wanted to go for that high. I don't know if it's a curveball. It's kind of hard to tell because a lot of his ball, pitches are just off speed, but Keegan had a little difficult time making up his mind if he wanted to go for it.
Once again, you're going to find that gap as they do all night long as ball's tipped behind Garrison. It's going to see pretty much all night long a big gap in right center field. You also see basically a modified shift. Yeah, no, you don't modify it. It is like kind of a shift, basically.
Yeah.
Second baseman is playing directly behind the bag. That's
Hernandez. He's playing it as if they're going to pull it.
Yeah.
And with the speed that he's throwing right now, I think they know it's either up the middle or that's why it's important for Northview to get that right side approach and let the ball get deep on the plate and pepper that hole. I mean, you could bunt it to second base right now and get a single.
The 2-2. Runner goes. Strike three, high throw, and not quite in there. As a good job by Lear to hang on to the bag.
Yeah.
They almost overran it as he was going in hot and heavy. But Garrison goes down on strikes, as that'll be the first strikeout of the night. recorded for Smithers. Chase Harper batting 8th tonight, and another one of our seniors, the left fielder. Tried to stay back on that one, pokes that one over to the tennis courts.
Jay stays back and puts one through that four hole, I guess you'd say, at the second base, hole. He's going to have an RBI right here.
Tried to stay around, tried to stay back on that, but got out early, as most of the hitters have, and a lot of action down there, the third base line. 0-2. One runner out, one runner on.
Good job battling.
Yes, absolutely. And you're seeing Smithers here finding his way to that outside corner as well, isn't he?
If he's going to want to be successful and, in keeping these Northview hitters off balance, he's going to want them chasing that outside pitch, rolling over it, and getting ground ball. Great job by Jace.
Jace pokes one. Lear's going to move. A throw. Nope, he did not move. Great decision.
I'll bet they watched him in pregame. That was a good arm.
Typing out there in center field has got a rocket. I would imagine, and of course I don't know these Eagles, but I would imagine that he's in their rotation. I would think with that type of an arm,
especially being left-handed.
That's right. So a great job of hitting by Harper. So we got runners on the corners. You would think at some point Harper's going to move. How do you play it if you're the Eagles? We'll see. Jackson Abbott, at the plate has done a great job at times turning that lineup over, getting back to the top.
Yeah, he's got great wheels. There goes Jace.
Harper moves, the throw down. Oh, it's over the head of the third baseman, and Lear's going to score. I'm kind of surprised they threw home, and Harper did a good job of waiting to see if the throw was going to be caught by Harcourt or if it was going to be high. You don't often see that, the throw down to third